26, 2024.
All right, we will call the public meeting to order and rise for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will open today's public hearing, accept any statements from the public regarding Sharda Enclave. Is there any members from the public with information? And
I did not receive anything, Mr. Mayor.
excellent. We'll give it another minute in case anybody's going to come through the door for public comment. And again, no comments online from the city clerk treasurer. And hearing nobody else coming in, I'll make a motion to close the public meeting.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And that'll carry. And then we'll move on to adjourning. Is there a motion to adjourn the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
All right.
I'll second.
Mark seconds that. Any further? All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, sign. And that carries. Meeting is adjourned at 7:02 p.m. Now we'll call the city council meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. Moving on to item 2, is there anybody here for public comment? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to item 3, approval of the agenda. Does anybody have any additions, corrections?
I do not.
I have nothing.
All right,
I have nothing.
perfect. And then we just have a, let me make sure I have this set. We have
Nothing.
thanks, Ed. We have a claims update here. There is a change on that. The claims under 4B, the total is going to be 8373009 from 64-76247, 8373009. So that's a change. And then just an update on supplies and a informational item regarding Xcel Energy's agreement, which we'll add to other.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. Agenda A for December 26, 2024, with the changing of the claims from 64-76247 to 83-73009. Is that correct?
Numbers right, but you're approving the consent A and B, right?
Right.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nope,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'll second.
All right. Motion second. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Pose same sign. And that carries. Then moving on to item
Mr. Mayor,
5.
did we
Yes.
approve the agenda and then the consent agenda?
Oh, I
That's
apologize.
why we should-
Yes, so yeah, Diane.
Oh.
I'm
Yes.
approving the agenda.
You approve the agenda?
Sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
So we'll make that motion for the agenda itself.
Right.
Thank you very much for catching that. And now we will move on to item 4 with approval of A and B with the claims totaling 8373009. Is there a motion on the floor for that?
I'll make the motion to claim the consent agenda as consent agenda A and B with the claims totaling 83,730.09.
30. Perfect.
I'll second.
All right. We'll give that one to Councilmember Wenslaw. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor of approving the consent agenda items A and B, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and that carries. Moving on to item 5, Attorney Ken Jansen. I have not heard from him, but it is the second meeting or last meeting of the year. Do we have anything that he emailed you?
No.
I don't have anything either, so we will move on to item 6, school update. And I don't think we have too much of an update from the school at this point.
Same thing.
Yep.
Update on it.
We're sitting there. All right, we'll move on to item 7, ordinance 2024-03, truck route, first reading.
Found the,
I have not found the road, we were looking for road maps, correct?
Yes.
I kind of dabbled in it a little bit.
like the engineering.
Mhm.
drawings. So they should be, when you find them, they should be in like a legal size or bigger, 11 by 17, and like thick, kind of a little booklet.
Okay,
That's usually all the engineering docs in there.
Okay,
okay, and I think we'll have to table that.
yeah, we'll keep trucking on trying to find the engineering documents, so we're doing it the right way for that ordinance. So I'll make a motion to table ordinance 2024-03 truck route for the first reading.
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Pose same
Aye.
sign. And that will carry. We'll move on to item 8, EDA planning and zoning updates. Amy, you have the floor.
We have the resolution to approve our comprehensive plan, which will cover 2025 to 2040. I did change the cover page to update those dates, because that's the years we will be using this comp plan. We spent some time updating a lot of things in there, feedback we received. A lot of just grammatical errors, edits, formatting edits, making sure everything was formatted properly. Harrison and I have been talking back and forth. We talked about KPIs, setting goals for chapter 8, where we lay out basically the short-term, mid-range, and long-term goals. And we will work on specific KPIs, specific numbers with the committee when we begin meeting in 2025. So the next step after the resolution is approved will be to have it printed so it is on everyone's desk come the January meeting. And I'll work with Diane to get it printed.
Perfect. And all funds for that, again, are grant funded. You were
Grant funded.
exceptional at finding that. That even includes the printing. And I just want to thank the Comprehensive Planning Committee and Amy for all the hard work involved on this. It has been quite a feat to take on, but it's important for the city. So great work. Really mean that.
So happy it's
I
done.
bet you are. I bet you are. And just in time, right? This is perfect last meeting of the year. So I will make a motion to approve resolution 2024-32 comp plan.
I'll second it.
And we have
I'll
a
second.
any further discussion? So this will be a roll call vote since it is a resolution. Sean,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
Mayor's a yes, and Diane.
Yes.
Excellent. That passes. Great work again, Amy and comprehensive planning team, and can't wait to see it implemented next year.
Good job, yep.
Now we'll move on to 9 in everybody's packets, camera estimates for the city. We're at a point now that we've tested them. They're working out very well. And our current vendor did some assessments to look at getting the baseball park, Veterans Park covered, and then future-proof the city for any future expansions that we may need. They did quote that for us to complete this in general, and it'd be nice to have it done by the end of the year. And then after this point, the only thing we'll really need to concern ourselves with is if we need to add any more cameras to the park. But with the NVR upgrade that would be at the water tower, the big thing is that should the city have any, let's say, capital improvement plans of wanting to update card readers to make the city more secure or add anything like that at each door instead of the key system, which is incredibly costly to rekey and then determine who has keys. And of course, we got the key box we're always tracking. This would eliminate that in the future if we plan to do it.
Really good.
Yeah, so this is a big thing to just get done and off our plate, I think. And so the total that the camera installation proposal ends at is $3,475, and that would complete the entire project.
So move on a camera estimate.
I will second that. We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed,
Aye.
sign. And that carries. And then on 10, we'll be looking at the 2025 fee schedule. Do we have any updates on fee schedules? I mean, we've been through it.
Last meeting, we talked about certain things that we were gonna be updating, and one of them was the fees for TIF.
Yep.
And subdivisions,
Yes,
just
and
include that.
correct,
You know.
correct.
additional
And I have
fees.
updated that. I
Perfect.
wanted to make sure that everyone on council had reviewed it, and if
Mhm.
there was anything else indicating that we should change.
Nope, I think it looks
Otherwise,
great.
then I'll have that
start of the year.
done. At our next meeting.
That
As
was great.
a resolution to approve.
Another first meeting of the year project.
Mhm.
We'll get that out of our hair next. All right, and then Excel Energy, just a information item for everybody. We did get the lease agreement payments received. If there's any questions on that, they've been a good partner to rent the land out there, never had any issues. And also supplies for the shop, people service, they're organizing that entire shop, rearranging it, getting it into, make sure it's all OSHA compliance, which is incredible to see. And they have all that knowledge. They are requesting a $2,800 to make sure that they can complete that project with some fireproof storage containers inside the shop itself. I would not like our place to burn down, so I think that that's a wise investment for the city. And this would be outside of that traditional, oh, no, that's in their contract. Anything over so many thousand, they have to come forth for approval, correct?
The
Yeah,
council,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I also make a motion to approve the funds for buying the storage containers. If it's just a storage container.
And miscellaneous
the
supplies, yeah.
toolbox And like the fireproof.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll second that motion that I want to exceed 2,800. We'll have that completed. Any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. And that motion carries. And I don't think we have anything else at this point in time. It's-
I have one question.
Yes, go ahead.
Shane. Were we fixing something on the water tower? Did I miss that? There was.
That would be
rain over there.
that would be Verizon Wireless. They
Oh,
lease
that's what
property up there.
some People are asking me and I
Yep.
kind of thought it
Yep.
was maybe with.
Right.
the-
Yeah, no,
Phone
they're just,
companies.
they had to do some sort of updates to it, but they were
Upgrade.
upgrades. Yes, they were emailing the city and just letting them know that they'll be
Okay.
up there working and they move pretty quick. I had a couple of questions on that randomly
Oh, that
too.
was a really high crane.
It is, yeah,
Like,
it's a lot of work they have to
Yep.
do sometimes for those cell
Yeah.
towers, but
Okay.
yeah, they're a good
I don't
leasing
think that-
partner as well. They give us money to use that space, so I can't complain too much.
No.
And then, of course, we only have one council member leaving us. She's going on to bigger and better things, playing with the grandkids. I wanna, as always, we do for council members, we do have to return computer keys, just so it's on the record. So any keys that you have and computer with the city, please return those. Hopefully before next meeting, it should be possible
Yeah,
to
I'll
do.
get it.
Perfect. And
I
I
got it
just,
all together and I forgot it.
well, that's okay.
Diane, you did a good job.
Yes, I want to thank
Appreciate it.
Diane.
I really
for-
appreciate it.
Well,
I'll stay involved with the town because
I hope
the
so.
town is important to me.
it has been a pleasure working with you. Gosh, 8 years, right?
Right.
8 years.
Yeah,
No,
it went
we-
by fast.
You'll have to keep picking on us from the other side. Well, we will network with you. All right, without further ado, Diane, do you want to make that motion? I think that would be wise. And
Okay, I will make the motion to adjourn the meeting of December 26th.
I will
excellent.
second.
And seconded by Councilmember Wenslaw. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Same sign. And meeting's adjourned at